What you working on, Jason?
This is the new GSM Mercury comm unit from Ocean Reef.
Dude, that is awesome. What's up, guys? It's Brian again from LakeHickoryScuba Marina. I got one of my instructors here. This is Mr. Jason. You guys have seen him in plenty of videos. We got a neat little video for you. We got some new products into the store that we're going to be installing today, and we wanted to bring you on with the journey just to show you how easy it is. You guys know that we do a lot of full face mask diving, and we really like the Ocean Reef brand. And you'll notice that we all use comm units. That way, not only can we talk to each other while diving, but we can also talk to the surface. And currently, most of us are using the GSM system from Ocean Reef. Now, even though this system is very simple to use, you simply throw a battery in it, hits water, and it starts working. There are some caveats to it. One, if you're wearing a hood, especially this time of year when it's cold, you can't really hear a lot through the hood because there's no volume control on it. And number two, since we do a ton of public safety diving, if we're diving with teams that, say, don't have the Ocean Reef system, then it is compatible with, say, like the OTS Buddy Phone, as long as they're diving a dual channel system. So what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be swapping out the GSM for the new GSM Mercury units. And we've got two here that we're going to be installing today. And I want to kind of go over what the new Mercury system is first of all, it's a dual microphone system. So instead of just having a dual speaker system. So instead of just having one speaker, now you're going to have two speakers. It is going to be in a dual channel system, so you can change between, say, channel 1, channel 2 very easily. And it's also going to have a volume control knob, so you can actually change the volume. If you're having difficulty hearing what you're trying to listen to underwater, you simply turn it up and it's going to give you a little bit louder volume. But as far as the installation process goes, it's pretty simple. So we're going to get these two out of the box, we're going to get these masks opened up, and then we're going to get them installed for you and to show you just how simple they are to use. But you guys ready? Let's jump into it. All right, Jason, let's see what we got here. You got your Mercury unit there?
Yep.
And we got two masks. So we got yours and we got Michael's here. And those are pretty with those extender frames on there. So what we're going to do is we actually need to replace this ring system with the GSM Mercury ring system in. We'll use the same covers that go on the back. And then I'll show you how to run the wires and all that. And then your batteries, the cool thing about these, instead of having to replace that 9-volt battery, you know how every time we take it out, we don't have to do that no more. We can just simply unscrew, recharge the battery, put it back in each time we use it if we run it down. And the life expectancy on them is a lot greater than what the standard 9 volts are. And then on your comm unit, what we'll do, or your comm port, we'll just unscrew here and then kind of push it up in. We just want to make sure that we don't lose this little O-ring right here.
You got it.
Sound good?
Yep.
Awesome. Let's get started. First thing you're going to do is take that screwdriver there and go ahead and take off the back side of the clips there on the side of the extender frame. It's just two little screws in each one. Just pop them off. And then we'll get the Mercury unit kind of oriented properly. We'll test it out real quick, make sure everything works, and then we'll get it installed. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the battery's in, make sure everything's good. And all you've got to do on here is just simply unscrew this compartment here. And you'll see the rechargeable battery, and you'll see the charging port as well. You simply plug in, I think it's a micro USB. Okay? So now, just prior to installing, we want to test the unit. It does have an AC tester here, just like the standard GSM, so we're just going to wet the connectors here. It should have some type of tone or telling us that it's on. And then, of course, we can test it by hitting the push to talk to make sure as well. So I'm just going to wet my fingers. There it says unit on. And you can actually scratch that part and hear it coming through the speaker as well. Okay? We can hit the push to talk, and you hear it in the transmit mode.
Yep.
Make sense? And, of course, for volume changes, you just hit the switch real quick, and you can go through your volumes. So there's 3 different volumes on there as well. So now that we know the unit's working, we're going to get it oriented. The easiest way to do it is just remember that the push to talk is going to be on the left-hand side of the mast.
Yep.
So we're going to let you go ahead and install it first. I'm just kind of holding the skirt down there and make it a little easier. All right, and then the last thing you want to do is just kind of hide this wire up in here. And what I like to do is just kind of push it up above the top of the skirt, but you want to make sure you get it down below the rings of your spider strap there, like that. And then that's going to keep any entanglement. If you kind of grab my mask up there for me real quick, and I'll show you what I mean by the wire being an entanglement there. So on the standard GSM, a couple options that you can do here is kind of zip tie it and make it tight. I usually go around the antenna like that just to keep it from flopping around. With yours, you're not going to have that issue because yours is actually hiding at the top of the skirt.
Gotcha.
Make sense?
Yep.
That way you just won't have that flopping issue going on there. You can do the same thing with the standard GSM if you would have went with the older unit, simply just by putting it in there, and then it's not in your way as well. But actually, that system looks pretty good. Now you need to install your actual microphone itself. And unlike, make sure that O-ring's still in there. And unlike the standard GSM unit, we do have to be concerned about the little microfilm on the microphone. The little white part needs to be facing away. Yours, it doesn't really matter. You're just going to screw it in there. Yours does not protrude quite as far as the standard GSM system does, so you're not going to have that muffled sound when you're talking as well.
There we go.
Yep. And then what we'll do when we get in the pool with it is I'll run you through the different modes, how you change volume, how you change channels, and all that, because you can program these as well. So it's almost like 3 communication units built into one.
One of the nicest features, they fold in.
Absolutely. So when I put mine in my box, obviously that's going to hold it away. Yours is a nice little compact little unit there. So that's definitely a cool unit as well.
Very good.
Alright guys, so there you go. That's the new GSM Mercury unit from Ocean Reef. And like I said, whether you've got the standard GSM or the new GSM Mercury, it's a pretty easy install, especially if you've got the extender frame. Now, one thing that I will say about the Mercury unit, you have to have the extender frame to use it. On the standard GSM, you can either use the original NAC system or you can thread it straight to the mast strap itself. But with the new GSM Mercury, you're going to have that extender frame to actually connect to it. But I know these guys are happy with it. They got them 2 new Ocean Reef masts. They got them decked out in comm units, and it's definitely going to help them out because they do a lot of salvage diving with me as well, and this way that they can be able to communicate with us and with our service personnel as well. So it's definitely cool for them. But guys, what do you think? You like it?
Like it.
Ready to take it to the pool?
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Guys, if you like this video, simply smash that like button for me. Definitely share it as well. If you got any questions about Ocean Reef mask or their comm units, put it down in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer your questions the best I can. As always, guys, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, like us on Facebook, pin us on Pinterest, subscribe to us here on YouTube, and as always, guys, we appreciate your business.